What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday, or Friday or Saturday, whenever you're watching it, but it's Thursday right now for us. Welcome to Good to Go. I'm Noah Kravitz from Techno Buffalo.
And I'm James Kendrick from ZDNet Mobile News.
It's our de facto sponsored by the HTC Flyer edition. But we were talking, James and I were talking before we got
Except
on
for the
camera.
money part.
What's
the
that?
Sponsorship except for the money part.
Except for the money part. Yeah, here I'm gonna make a new note here. It's gonna say
Talk money next time.
your Oh, I forgot to turn my other phone off.
Oh,
we go.
man, those HTC guys are fast.
They are. Your dollar signs here. Put your money where your mouth is, and it'll show up on our erasable tablets. James, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Noah?
I'm good. I'm
having fun. I'm not even paying attention to you.
I got phones ringing. I'm drawing notes. You know, it's all good. It's funny. I was with the news. We're taping this on Thursday, and so big news this morning about Google Wallet and all that stuff. And I was at a thing earlier this week talking a lot about NFC, and so that was on my brain. And then we got on the line to talk about what we're talking about, and we're playing with gadgets over the Skype connection here, and that's good, man. It's good to bring it back to the fun, because that's what it's all about. I'm sitting here taping the thing. I got 3 devices in my lap ready to talk about. So let's get into it. We've both got a flyer. You're liking the flyer. Tell the people why.
Well, I am. It's a gingerbread bearing tablet, and I'm finding the gingerbread and the new HTC Sense 2.1 for tablet, which is what this is running. It's called. Is really nice. I'm actually finding it a better tablet experience than Honeycomb,
right?
Personally.
Yeah. No, I would tend to agree with you there.
It's solid. Yeah, it's rock solid. The camera's not too good if you want to.
No, it's
down to brass tacks. I mean, HTC cameras have never been what I found to be great.
Right.
And this one is average. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just It's just got one. But I mean, the whole thing that separates the Flyer from all the other tablets, Android tablets on the market, of course, is the Magic Pen and, the ability to take notes. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Instead of paying attention to you, I took your picture and wrote your name. And
well, see, that's the way it should be, and that what makes these notes. If anybody's not familiar, I mean, it does kind of. Being able to take e-notes does sound like a little bit of a gimmick, right? But I'm actually finding it because of the way it's seamlessly integrated into the Evernote service.
Yeah.
It's absolutely very well implemented. I mean, I took this good to go. I wrote this just as we were dialing up, getting ready for the call.
Here I am. I'm all with my notes saying, I just ripped off you did it, and I said, oh, that looks like fun. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I wrote this down, and instantly, because of the Evernote cloud, that note in my actual handwriting appeared on every single device and computer I use.
Right.
Right. Actually, I can prove that. I won't just don't take my word for it. I've been known to be a compulsive liar. On my Evo 4G, that's running running Evernote.
Yeah,
and it's actually even appended to the top in real tech. Note: this is a screenshot of the note that you created on the HTC Flyer.
Right.
I didn't do that.
Right.
It just appeared.
Right.
And so what I use, as we were talking before the show, I mean, I'm all the time thinking about articles I'm going to write ahead and stuff, and all the time wanting to jot down quick notes. You don't want to lose it. You just want to write it down.
Yeah.
And with this, I can be sitting there in front of the big screen TV and just jot down some notes and not have to do anything else instantly. No matter where I happen to start working on the article, my notes are there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way technology is supposed to work.
Yeah, and I'm the same way for when I got an iPad the first time around, and then with these other capacitive tablets, I've tried a handful of those, $10, $15 capacitive, the little stylus with the little foam on the
Yeah,
end or whatever they do with it to make it
I hate
capacitive.
those.
And yeah, they never. Because I write, I do my work on a keyboard on the computer, but like you were saying, for notes and brainstorming and that kind of stuff, pad of paper and a pen. That's really how I think best. And so I would love to have a digital way to do that, but those,
Hmm.
the whole $80 pen thing or whatever it's actually going to cost, I'm starting to feel like there's a reason because it actually works. I can actually write and draw with it. And
Well, I think that the reason that Best Buy wanted it separate, the pen, was because not everybody's going to want it,
yeah,
and you know how everybody wants to keep the price down as cheap as possible.
yeah,
Now, I have been led to believe by Sprint that they're going to carry this under the name HTC View 4D or
right,
4G
right.
or
Evo View or something like that
Evo View, whatever. It's coming with
with
the
the
pen.
pen. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
smart.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
and what a lot of people don't realize, that you may not even, because you don't really use Evernote, I don't think.
No, I after talking to you, as soon as we're done, I'm signing up.
What's fantastic about Evernote, as probably a lot of our viewers already know, because Evernote's been around for, I've been using it for years
Yeah,
without this, it once you capture an image, and that can be text, ink that you write, or a picture that you snap, or whatever. As soon as it syncs to the Evernote servers, which is instantly, it starts OCRing it in the background.
right, right.
So all of your little notes that you jot down in front of your TV, you can search on for keywords of those in your
Right.
handwriting,
Right.
and Evernote will find it.
Right.
So, oh, you mean this note where you wrote that? I mean, that's just
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
No, I mean that's
very
the. I
beneficial.
have I got a Neat Desk scanner for review. To deal with business cards and receipts and that kind of thing. Between that and something like Evernote, you would think I should be able to organize myself. So maybe that'll be
Well,
my
you can if you've set your mind to it. I
that'll
mean,
be my good to go
I've used
challenge for the summer.
I've used Evernote on my phones to capture business cards before, and
Yeah.
sure enough, it OCRs it, and you
Yeah.
can search for their name, get all their information.
Yeah.
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 It works pretty well.
What
So another besides HTC now, Evernote, sponsorships are open. Evernote. I mean,
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean the point is, we like to talk about the stuff that we use, and
Yeah.
and that really works for us, because that's more beneficial to viewers than just talk about something we read about,
Right.
because
Right. Yeah.
this is real. This is
And that's
real.
yeah, that's for me, I'm always within arm's reach literally of either my smartphone or my computer, often both. And so tablets to me are neat, but I don't actually use them very much beyond reviewing them. Um, just because it's always like if I have work I need to do, I need a computer that can, video edit, and I want a keyboard, the whole thing. And if I'm just reading stuff, it's usually just quicker to grab my phone's in my pocket or my phone's on the desk than to, go find a tablet kind of thing. But, this is that use case of digital paper, basically, and digital paper that syncs, digital paper that can be OCR'd, digital paper that can include photos and colors and drawings and, the whole thing.
And audio,
And audio.
you can snap pictures like you just showed.
Right, right.
You can record voice notes, and in fact, if you get going with Evernote, that's one of the big uses I use for my smartphones, because just fire up Evernote, tell it new audio note, and
Right.
just capture a quick voice. You don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to type anything. I don't want
Right.
to do anything,
Right.
and it's there, and in that way, I can always access it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Just
The one
useful
thing
stuff.
the one thing with Flyer that I will have to turn off is it's got a neat feature where when you do a note, it checks your calendar, and it'll say,
Yeah.
"Oh, it looks like you're in a meeting. Do you want to
Mhm.
make this note associated with the meeting?" but it keeps telling
Yeah.
me it wants to associate it with my Facebook friends' birthdays because I have my Facebook account looked up, and I don't actually know any of the people I'm Facebook friends with. So,
Yeah, but you know when their birthdays
but I
are,
know when their
which
birthdays are, which means I owe a lot of people
yeah, no, I
cards.
think there's a way you can tell it
Yeah,
to
no,
turn
you
that
can.
off.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
That's an Android, I
yeah.
think,
Right.
thing. But yeah, it's pretty useful stuff. I love it when technology does what it should and helps you out. I
Right.
mean, that's
Right.
not always the case. I
Not
mean,
all. Yeah. Exactly.
sometimes technology is cool, and while we're the geeks in us like to play, oh, this is cool, it's something new, it's cool. If it doesn't really benefit us, as
Yeah.
you know, after a day, you're like,
Yes.
what did I do with that? I
Yeah.
set that over somewhere. It
Yeah.
was kind of not as cool anymore.
Right. Right.
But I can see this really useful for me.
Yeah.
I actually won't be surprised if I end up buying one of these at some point.
Right. Right.
Just because I'm a sucker for
Um,
gadgets.
one for me, one minor drawback. I do find it a little bit heavy, and it can get away with it because it's a 7-inch device. But
Yeah.
I want it to weigh less.
Yeah, that's true, particularly compared to my Galaxy Tab, which is a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Although I believe this is about the same, or maybe even a little lighter than the BlackBerry Playbook.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
But it is just because it's the sturdy aluminum,
Right,
and
which is nice.
That's the
Yeah.
price you pay.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's actually a good price because it's kind of slippery, and I actually dropped it today. Don't
Okay.
tell HTC if they're watching. It's just theirs,
Yeah.
and they get it back. But it didn't do anything. I mean, no
Right,
no
right.
scratch dents,
Right.
nothing. So
Hey, speaking of not telling people stuff, I think last week you teased some really cool product that you wish you could talk about, but you couldn't. Or I guess 2 weeks ago now, because we didn't do the show last week. So
uh-huh.
last time around, you had a product that you were psyched about, but you weren't allowed to talk about it yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. It's been so
It's
long.
been so long. Yeah. Can you talk about it now?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I can. And actually, I've reviewed it and everything. It's because we skipped a week, so
Right. So it's been,
we,
yeah.
we actually missed it. But I was referring to the ThinkPad X1.
The X1, yeah.
You know, the thinnest
Right.
ThinkPad ever, and I had been using it for a while at our last show, and I was really impressed with
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not MacBook Air thin, but it's way thinner than you expect a ThinkPad to be.
Right. Right.
And it's got all of the. It's a full-blown Sandy Bridge Core i5 and
Right.
fast hard drive. I mean, the thing just
It flies.
smokes.
Yeah.
Flies and gets good battery, and it has a little slice wedge battery
Okay.
option
Right.
that you
Right.
can stick on it and double the battery life on it. So that's what
Right.
it was.
Right.
And it just wasn't out there
Yeah.
because at that time we weren't sure we weren't going to do the show the next week.
Right.
So
Exactly.
or I wouldn't have teased it because I was thinking we were going to do
Right,
it.
right, right. Well, I did get I've had some Twitter comments, some follow-ups, like, what was that product James was talking about?
Yeah, we always get.
Yeah.
It's easy for us to forget sometimes.
Exactly.
What did I mention last week?
Exactly,
That
yeah.
I need to address, but yeah, viewers keep us honest.
I
It's
know
like,
that's
you jerk! You said, then you didn't say, and now I'm not happy.
exactly. I'm guessing it's about that time.
Yes, you're guessing right. I was just about to give you a sign.
Give me the high sign. Real quick, 30 seconds or less on mobile wallets. Your thoughts on mobile wallets?
We'll have to see how it pans out. I'm just NFC has not excited me yet because I see a long rollout period.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to have to keep track of, okay, I'm running out the door. Where can I pay for with this again?
Right.
I forget.
That's
That's the kind of thing. But we'll see. I
Yep.
mean, these things take time. I remember when debit cards first really got
Right.
built. It was
Yep.
the same way. Where can I use it?
Where can I use it? Where can I not? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah. All right, James. Well, until next time, if people want more of you, What's the URL? Where's the blog?
It is zdnet.com/blog/mobile-news.
I'm writing that out on the flyer, but you can't read my handwriting anyway. I don't think
Right.
Evernote can OCR
I
my
don't
handwriting.
need to read your handwriting. Only you.
Exactly. All right, and I am, as always, over at technobuffalo.com. So if you can't get enough of us in the week in between the next show, that's where you can go. Until next time, James. I hope you have a good Memorial Day weekend. I hope you have some fun down
Yeah,
there
you too.
in
I'm sure
Texas.
you
The
will.
official beginning of summer. I'll have to wear my summer whites on our
There,
next show.
there you
I try to
go.
avoid whites, but that's another story. All right. Until next time, James.
All right.
We'll
See
see
you,
you.
Noah.